just a question. Is it recommended to actually go for a narrow lens and add the diffuser if we want to get the maximum output? But
Yes.
okay,
It's recommend. I mean, if we have an application and doing the lighting calculation, okay, so I build up the building, okay, and I check that with the normal lens, which are the 10 or 8, sorry, 8, 10, 25 or 40 degrees, I can work. I mean, maybe I have to light the facade and the 40 degrees is the right one. Has no sense to use the narrow, the ultra narrow lens and the filter.
of course. Okay.
Because for sure, once you place the filter, it's like you are placing a second lens. So for sure, you are losing light lumens.
So
Okay.
ideally, always go for the best native lens for the project.
Yes.
Exactly.
you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if there is a calculation behind, okay, for sure we will look first if the normal lenses that are available works. If they work, okay. If they don't work, like for example, we have to spread a lot of light. No, we have to spread the light on a big facade. So maybe we will need the 75 or 45, and there is no native lens like that.
Okay.
We have to add the filter.
And do you only recommend and have as an accessory only one diffuser?
No.
Or you have
For
multiple
we
ones?
have, once you will receive the box for the brick, are already inside the three kind of filters.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's easy for you because you're gonna stock the product, and inside the box you already have the three diffuser filters.
But
So-
maybe you already know which kind of installation you have to use them for. Okay, so maybe you can ask them, listen, what we need for sure symmetrical emission. Give me the two elliptical one, which are the 60x10 and the 75x45. Okay, because we are pretty sure that we will use that one, so we will place into that the two ones that you need. Okay, so
But
you
for
will-
for quick action, if people ask you after they need the products after 1 week, you can have the filter already there to change them anytime and find the best solution for your customer. That's right, we have thought to put it in the box, you know. So in any moment you can offer the right opening projection.
Okay, we go on. This is the family of the medium-sized projector and the smaller ones. Okay, there are the two Titans, which are full color or white. In these cases, we place head just to remember that this is the fixture, the complete fixture. We can dismount the back part, which is the part with the power supply in, and have just the head. So this is the image of what is the Titan. Then the EOS, which is a little bit smaller than the Titan, and the Focus, which is the smaller one. Okay, there is even the mini Focus and the Pixel Drop. Pixel Drop is what we use for doing matrix installation, and we will see later what does this mean. Okay. Just the Titan has the PSU on board. The other ones, you need the remote PSU. Okay. Operating temperature. Okay. Now we know it. Okay. These are the data about the IP and the protection. In this case, we go down to 0.8 because the construction, the frame construction of this fixture don't give us the opportunity to go up to IK09. Okay, so finish in black or any other color. This is the lumen output, and these are the number of Titan that you can have. Okay.
The Titan basically has exactly the same LED configuration of the mini brick.
Yes,
So
it's the same
it's-
size. Okay, but what happened? What he says is right, and it gives me the possibility to add something. You can drive up the Titan for a normal installation up to 500 mini. The mini brake, due to the fact that it has fans, okay, you can drive it up to 700 mini, and he will dim himself in case the temperature goes up too much, okay?
Sorry. The mini brick has a power supply inside.
But you can place it even remote.
I'm talking about the mini brick.
Yes.
So you can use it drive that for it.
Yes.
Does it still have a fan?
Yes, yes. The fan is here, okay? Here is the place in which there is the power supply, and here is then on the other side you have the menu, the touch button. Okay, once you ask for the mini brick head, which is the one for the architecture, here inside there won't be anything, and here even. I mean, you don't need now this part.
And will there be fans still?
Yes, you can have even the fan too.
The fan will be in front.
Yes.
The fan on these units, what happens is you have different modes. You can leave it on auto, you can leave it on slow, or whatever.
Yes.
At a certain temperature, no matter what, the fan will kick in if it has to. Right? Even if you have it in boost, because there's a boost mode for the LED. So if it comes to a certain temperature,
You put it in.
the fan will diminish, will kick in, but it's going to automatically bring the current down. So the light's going to diminish automatically.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
This is an application in which we work with Titan to light the frame of the windows, let's say like that. Okay. This is the white. Okay. Even in this case, we could have the elliptical ones, but not the asymmetrical ones. Okay, because there is not enough space to place them. Okay. As we were saying before about the number of products for no, the maximum number of products are, as I told you, are 16. This is the calculation we made, okay, and this is the lux level that you can obtain. Just to show you the difference. In this case, no, just to make you to give you the opportunity to make a comparison. Okay, I kept the same emission of the brick, but in this case you have the white. Okay, so you will see that for at the distance of 45 meters, here we had 10 degrees. No, sorry, 10 lux, but with the full color emission. Okay, normally the white is more powerful. Okay, but we still have 8 degrees, 8 lux. Then the EOS, which is even recessed, okay? I mean, there is the one with the bracket to be mounted on the wall, and the recessed one for which you need even the plaster box, okay? So normally, once you know that there is an installation like this, you ask for the plaster box, and we will place it on. We will send it first, and then the fixture, okay? The operating temperature is always the same as the alpha of the LEDs of the Titan. And here the units are 32. Okay. The focus, even in this case, is with bracket or recessed. If it's recessed, you need the plaster box. And here again, the quantities are grown.
Randy, when he's talking, or Jody, when he's talking about the plastic box, is for in-ground, right? So before they pour the concrete.
Yes.
The box.
Normally happen like this, that the day, 10 days before doing the concrete, they tell you, listen, I need the products. No, wait, you need for sure the plaster boxes. And we will send them, we can ship them easily. Okay, then we will have all the time that we need to do the product. Okay, here is the same project that we saw before, but in this case there are the focus placed here at this level, and to light this part of the facade we added the EOS. Okay. This is the focus. It's called the focus power because inside there is an 8-watt LED which spread 850 lumens. Okay, which is a good emission for a so small product. Okay, yeah, quantities are. Oh, no, this is not right.
I was impressed. all of a sudden.
Sorry.
Like, oh.
What's that? No. And here is the test with the 20/37 because it's the right one to light the pillar, for example. And this the 65 emission is the right emission once you have to light something at 3 meters distance. Okay. We will see later. We made a very big project with these kinds of with the brother of the focus, the one for the indoor lighting, has the same power of the focus and the same lens of the focus, so it's 65. And once you place them at 3 meters, for is the right emissions. Once you have to light a corridor, which normally is 3 meters wide, okay, and you can place them at a step of 2 meters one to the other to have 150 lux, which is the normal level that you should have for a corridor.
When you're measuring the lux, are you measuring an RGBA?
No, in this case it's white.
White. Okay.
This one is white. Okay. Then there is the mini focus, which is just 1 watt, okay? Or is just one LEDs in case we are speaking of the full color, okay? Can be even in white, and I forgot to say to you that okay, we indicated the 4,000 Kelvin, okay, but we can have it from 2,700 to 6,500, okay? It's up to the project, okay? It's not a problem for us to substitute. And finally, there is the pixel drop. Better if I show you these images in order to let you understand which is the application of this product, okay? This is a project that we have done in Saint-Étienne, okay? Was a construction that they made for into a square to emphasize the square, and they asked us to make something special and we decided to create this product, which is like a star. I mean, it's not so powerful, but once there is nothing at the back is enough, and you can play with all of them to, let's say, dismount the structure that you see. That is a normal structure is like a truss, okay?
How many did you have?
It's nice.
It was like 700 pixel.
Yes.
Hey, you were driving that with the driver?
Yes. Well, the old brother of the Dragon was the ZI, okay, but one wasn't so powerful like the Dragon, okay, but
Well, you
it's
had
the
one
same
for
concept.
champ. You had one for champ.
Yeah,
so you
one
had,
for champ.
How many
Yes.
controllers? That's another.
Very great. This is the family for the fountains or for swimming pools or even marine lighting. Okay, The donut is the biggest one, and it's the only one that is called donut because there is the hole inside, so it's supposed to have the jet to spread the water. Okay, the other for all the other ones you should place them all around the jet. Okay, and all the other ones are a little bit more powerful. Okay, so there is the type 12, type 6, type 3, and type 1. Even for all of these ones, in case you need the recess, we have the IP plaster box. Okay, and in this case is the IPC, is the plastic box that is IP68. Okay, so as you can see, no, there is nothing here, but on the frame of this product there are small holes. Okay, so this let the water come into, okay, and load and diminish the heat of the products, but there is the plaster box that gives the IP68 from that place to I don't know if you got the message. Okay, the product is IP68. Okay, but the water can come behind the product. Okay, so cool it. Then there is the plaster box that is IP68 in order not to let the water to go away. Think about a pool. Okay, so first you place all the plaster boxes.
Okay, then you mean that the box water will not come out of the box?
The water won't come out of the box, okay? So it's IP68. No, okay, we could see them here. Okay, so this is an hole. Okay, the
You
water
could see
can-
even from the previous picture, Mauro, if you come back.
Hmm?
Ok,
No. Dove?
dopo di quello. Quella che vedi prima ancora? Prima. Stai andando.
Prima? Ma dove lo vedevi?
C'era. Lì giù, sulla sinistra. Vedi? Quell'immagine.
Ah,
sì.
ok. Yeah.
Was looking for the
I
hole.
was looking to the main things I was losing the other one.
They're all made of brass, so you just have
Yes.
to let you know. It's actually
The front is in steel, so are pretty heavy, okay? And the body is in bronze, okay?
bronze, yeah.
It's a marine bronze, okay? So you won't have corrosion or something like this. This is a project that we have done, okay, in Dubai, okay? At the beginning, they had asked us for LED bars. We asked them, okay, what you are doing? They show us the project. We told them, no way to place the LED bars so close to a falling water. We told them we need something that can give us a better life. I mean, and finally we decided for the Dye family, okay, and now everything works correct.
Tomorrow, will
Yeah.
these work in a saltwater environment?
Yes, even there is no problem for that. Okay, that's why we choose for the marine bronze, okay, and the stainless steel, okay. This is another project, but it's done with the small units, okay. In this case, due to the fact that we have the dry net, we have the possibility to create all these kind of colors and decided to have these ones, maybe the small ones power at 350 mAh. Meanwhile, this one M500 and maybe these others at 700. Because the dry net give us this opportunity to decide for each product how many mAh we want to power it. Okay, so is not to say all the products that are connected to one DriveNet are all at the same email. No, no, no. You can decide for all of them which kind of power you need. Okay.
16 up to 16 outputs.
Yes, you can decide. So because you can set every one of them. Okay. Here change what changes here is the site and the mission. Now, until now we saw all the outdoor products, and now there are the interior ones. Okay, these are thought to be installed into shops or museums or TV rooms, stuff like that. Okay, this is the Fresnel, so has an optic that goes to 14 to 42 degrees. You can have it in black and silver, but not white, because
Aluminium
well, you could
finish.
have it white, but not this part. The back has to be black. Okay.
Then we have also other selected colors,
Yes.
but not the white
Not
in
the
this
white
case.
one.
Because
No, but always, even for all the selected products, that this part can be is always black. Okay, which is this part has to be black because it's the heatsink. Okay, so we can cover it with another finish. And even in this case, it's also available, but even in 2007, okay, 2700, so it depends by the applications.
It's a small unit, it looks big, but it's
Yeah,
maybe about
there's
this
something
big,
like this,
maybe
okay?
10, 12 inches, so it's great for retail. The CRI is high at 90, so you'll get true color out of it. So if something is orange, it'll look orange, it's not gonna look fluorescent orange. Anything's got a low CRI does not give you the true color. So it's very important that we have a high CRI.
The zoom is manual in this case, okay? So here you can see there is the stuff that gives you the opportunity to, so inside there are two lenses, okay? One goes away and open it. This is the profile, so in this case you have fixed beam emission, okay? The same concept of the other one, the CRI is always 90, okay? And well, in this case, the operating temperature is minus 20, 30, because it's thought about interiors, okay? For sure, in interiors you won't have another kind of temperature. Device, which is that one, okay, is available in white, just white, or full color. What we can add about this fixture is that the frame can be unscrewed, and we have another frame which is deeper. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Yes. You can unscrew it, change the lens inside, even if you want. Okay. And there is another frame which is deeper, so sometimes maybe you have an application in which you don't want people to see the lasers or even the lens. We can place it deeper, okay?
So talking about this becomes deeper. So the lead source, instead of being at about here, the lead source becomes maybe 1.5 to 2 inches away from the edge.
Yes. So you won't see it completely. Okay, this is the lumen output for the full color, while for the white was 850. Okay, this is an application, but this is for the project that we have done in Cyprus. This is an hotel. Okay, inside the hotel there is a castle that they build up for the child, and we created this custom product, which is like a torch. Inside the torch we place the device. Okay. And well, sorry for but these are the first the first picture that they are sending to me. Okay, so all the area is lighted by all these devices, and here are the full color ones to underline the details. Even in this case, it's the same. The style is something that has been created. Sorry for we have just the 2D, the drawing. We will send you pictures soon. Is stuff that has been done for offices. Okay, so has a special reflector. It's not a lens. Okay, I mean it's a reflector plus the lens, because the reflector is needed to cut the light under a certain angle. Because in interior lighting for offices, you have to cut the light after behind the 65 degrees. Okay, in order not to disturb the view. Okay, so the frame is white. The ones that you see here is white. Or we can have it in different finishing. Okay, the reflector which is this one is black, always black. Okay, we can change it because it's a special lens. Can spread up to 2,500 lumen, which is a lot really. Okay, and there's this kind of beam emission, even 65 degrees. Okay, we can even go up to 65. Is IP20. Okay. The sun is for to light up big areas. I mean, the beam emission is almost the ones that we had for the style. So are all of them are 20 watts, more or less. Okay. Is frontally is IP54. So we use them to light the kitchen areas of the hotel. Okay. And the back is IP20. Okay. In this case, the Sierra, we indicated even the Sierra because we have even the possibility to have a lower Sierra with a better lumen output. And this is the application. This is supposed to be the reception. So this is the entrance of the castle, and this is one of the room of the guys. We made even this version that is called X-Sun, because here inside is the same lighting source of the sun, but this pink or violet area is a second light emission due to a strip LED. So there is the white emission plus a strip LED that can turn and make jokes, something like it, and can be even the night light. I mean, if you have a store, for example, and you can say during the day you can turn on them both and make even jokes, and during the night you can just turn off the white light and just turn on the LED strip, and this will grant enough light to the security to, for example, to have a look around. Okay. For this big project, we had to design a lot of custom products made in steel. Okay, this is the brother of the device, but made completely in steel. It's the same light emission of the device, referring to the full color and the white. Okay, it's all in stainless steel, and it's all produced by us with the CNC machine. And due to the fact that we are close to the sea, everything here is steel. And this is the canopy of the hotel, and it's thought to be as a page that is turning. So every time, once you turn a page, there is an area of the page that is more lighted than the other one is darker. So we keep this concept and we place 760 vices, okay, in the ceiling. This is just full ceiling, so they have really have, I don't know, much light here, but this is done to be this is thought to be something that changes. I mean, it's not completely fixed due to the fact that with the drynet we can create, like for example, a shadows, a waves. Okay. I'm sorry. This is the Terra White, and this is the. It's called the nicotine. It's 10x10. Okay, so you can image the size. It's 10 centimeters or 10 centimeters. The frame. Okay, it's all in stainless steel with the. So the frame is in stainless steel and the body is in bronze. Has 4 RGB W LEDs. So it's the full color. And there is even the white version, so we use them to light the bombs and the big part of the facilities. This is like the device, like the Terra, but is with the bracket, and this goes south. Okay. Done. So just to repeat. To keep everything in mind, we have the outdoor lines, which is these ones, okay? We have something for the indoor, okay? And for the indoor we can cover offices, rooms like corridors, something like this, or even big areas, thinking about the sun, okay? The sun gives you, as I told you, 2,500 lumens, so it's pretty powerful, okay? You can light easily from 5 meters down. Okay, and then we have all the products in steel or bronze that can be used for all the difficult environment. I mean, once we are close to the sea, or even once we are in condition in places like Dubai, Qatar, or where there is the desert or something like that. Okay.
If we come back to the sun, how's it mounted? Because I didn't get a chance to see those pictures.
The sun has the molla, le molle,
Spring.
the spring.
And what's the diameter compared to the vise?
It's double. This is 120. 120 is the
And
diameter.
how
You need, if I remember well, 20 centimeters for the deep version, okay?
and does it comes in RGBW?
Yes. No, this one is white.
Just what do you
Yes.
have? So what's is it the tin?
The blue is just to indicate where is the emission.
Okay. What do you
Okay.
have in RGBW?
Well, the only RGBW in this case is the LED strip all around, okay? This is the which is the violet area, okay? If we have a project, okay, and we needed an RGBW, we can, because we will place into the same LED source of the Shena LED. You remember, it's the triad, the one for the theater, okay? So we will keep it into the same source, so we can do it. We have just to do it. Okay. Any question related to this? No question. Okay. Okay. I will go on this. Okay, this is how to work, okay? This is important for me, so once we have to talk about the project, you already know what I can do and what I need from you. Okay, we start from the request of the client. Okay, we have two ways of going on. I can create a concept idea that normally takes a few hours, okay? And is helpful to give to the client just an overview of what could happen or what it could be, okay? but there's nothing that is related to a lighting calculation and so on. We will see. Then there is the possibility to go straight with the project, and so we have two ways. Or the client asks us to have to know exactly how many luxes, how many candles we need. Okay, in this way, I will use a kind of software, or maybe we have a client that doesn't care really about the lux level. It didn't ask you for something like this, and want just to have the effect on the facade. You want to see it, and so on this contrary, I will go for a software that is due just to make renderings. Okay. Finally, we will have for sure the lighting placement. Okay, what's the concept idea? So the first part of the one of the possibility. Okay, this is an example. This is a nodal. Okay, in Riccione, the client already had some fixtures. Okay, wanted just to replace them. Okay, wasn't so sure about this. I mean, I wasn't so sure to replace them because he told me I already have my own lighting. Okay, just show me what we can do more. Okay, and the first thing is tell him, okay, a new light source for sure. We will with all of them were discharge lamps because I told him we can work with color. Okay, and the third thing was to save money due to power consumption and stuff like that. This is something that you can do easily in Photoshop. Okay, so you take the image, the prospects. So I need the prospects of the building. Okay, I place them on Photoshop and just work with the shapes. Okay, and the possible colors. Okay, just to show him what could happen the final effect, and then explain him for each kind of effect, which will be the product that we are going to use, and which effect has to be done. Like for example, here will be a wall washer. Here it will be just a spot. Okay. Second possibility. Okay. Here is a project that we made one week ago. Okay, is an hotel. Okay, they wanted to light it up. Okay, so we made the 3D. We built it up again because this is normal. So to build it up again, I need DWGs. Okay, or JPEGs or PDF files, but with a measure at least. Okay, if you send me a JPEG of the prospect, for me it's okay, but at least I need one measure to scale it. It happened that one of my clients told me I have no possibility to, there are no measures. I told him, if the building is close to your house, you can go, just measure something, and then we scale it on your measure. Okay, so we have to try to find a way to help each other. This is the view with 4 colors to give him an idea of how many luxes he could have. And this is the view even with white, because the lower part of the building had the stones on the facade. And this is done with a normal lighting software like Diarus or Reus. Okay, nothing so there's nothing that would keep me too much time. And even the lux level with this. This is another opportunity to show to the client what we will have. In this case, we have not only the false colors view and the image of what will be the real effect, but even the possible light emission that we can have. So in this case, we have a no control light, because in this case we won't place any lens. This is just LEDs with no lens. Here is the LED bars on which we place the asymmetrical, a special asymmetrical lens that direct the light on the sand. Because if you look at the levels, you will see that with this emission, you have higher levels on the sand. Okay, here they are, the higher ones are close to the structure. This is another building that we have lighted up. Okay, in this case, well, I deleted some slides because you saw the other time in which you came. In this case, we had from the client the 3D of the building, and I told myself, okay, today I'm lucky. I already have the 3D. I can import it in my lighting calculation software and do everything easy. Then I asked to the client, please, can you give me the address so I can go on Google and look for the building and know the material and stuff like that. Once he sent me the address, which is really important for me because sometimes you have to see also the environment, not only the building. I saw that the 3D that they sent to me wasn't real. The shape of the building was a bit larger and lower than what it is really. So I had to ask DWG again in order to build it up the project again. These are the images that I have done, always by the lighting calculation software, so nothing so impressive. And just to let him understand exactly, okay, normally it's easy for people that are used to work with projects to have the placement of the products on 2D plan. But if you have to let the client who will never saw a software like AutoCAD or stuff like that, and you have to tell him exactly where we want to place this kind of products and so on, this is the easiest way, okay? And this is another way to show you what I've just explained, okay? In this way you can easily let the client understand where we are going to place the products and which is the effort that we do. In case he will ask us, I don't care, he will tell us, we don't care about the lighting lux levels, okay? I just want to see the effect, okay? This is what we can do, okay? This is the project that we saw realized, and these are the renderings that we did for him. This is another project in which we made even a concept at the real beginning, because was an important architect. Okay, so we wanted to impress him, to let him understand that we can talk the same language. I mean, and so we analyzed the two materials with which he is working. So there is wood and stones. We told him once we have wood, we will light it in a way, and once we have stones, we will light it on another way. So what does this mean? In case we have wood, we will light it from the top to the bottom. Wherever there are stones, we will light them from the bottom to the top, so the contrary. When there is wood, we will use a warmer light. When there is stones, we will use a cold light. These are the renderings for the... And these are the other renderings that we have done for the project. This is the bath, this is a swimming pool, so this is... sorry.
Right in the lobby.
This is just to let you understand what we can realize for the client. Okay, for sure this takes time. Okay. This is the castle.
Antonio, your house is it finished now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's finished.
You like it?
Yeah.
So this is the rendering image of what we saw here before. Okay. Any question? Everything clear? Okay. Perfect. This is the final step. I mean, this is a video. Okay. So we can even do like this. Okay. There is no sound.
Nope, sorry. Operator's error. I mute you.
Wow. Sorry, I was stupid. One of you knows this song?
Nope.
Angra? No? Okay, what's that? I wanted to say if there between, no, among some of you there was someone that listened to great music. Okay, this is what we can even do, but for do something like this takes a lot of days, and maybe we will ask for money, okay, to do a video like that, okay? Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
I'd like to take maybe 20 seconds just to speak about DTS. Justin and I and Ellison were at the factory a couple of weeks ago. It's a great company. Everything is done in-house. Like when I talk about in-house is you take a raw material and you actually build something like what Antonio was showing at the beginning. Everyone there is extremely passionate. I've spoken to many engineers, and everyone is really passionate about what they're doing for in this company and what we're creating. I visited a few manufacturers in my time. These guys here they're a notch above. They're people we can speak to for anything. They can create anything we want. They're available at all times. So I just want to let you know they're a great manufacturer of welding fixtures. I've known Antonio for many years, and you know, as you can see, he's a great person. Mauro's a great person, which I've met a couple of weeks ago with Justin. These guys make a difference in what they do. So I'm personally proud to be working with a great bunch of people and a great company.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you very much.